Hey guys, Gary Grate here again this week with Robert doing, we've done a lot of lapel choke stuff the last couple weeks, so I'm going to go over kind of barrage of no-gi front head and arm choke. So I'm going to go over a Brabo choke, 10-finger guillotine cleanup, kind of change little things, and an arm triangle guillotine too. So first thing I kind of want to go over is the Brabo and the Darce. We have a lot of people that think they're the same choke, and they really aren't. Your Darce choke is through here with an arm, okay? Your Brabo is pretty much the same choke without the arm. That's the way I learned them, as two separate chokes, okay? So sometimes you'll get this set up, you're here trying to get a guillotine, and the guy's getting hand control in on you here, and you can't get, and obviously he's getting hand control on the arm this near his neck, and you're having trouble getting that. So what you can do is just switch it. His neck's already over on this side, so I'm just gonna, the arm he's attacking, I'm going to just switch this arm through here. And then he lets go of that one, attack the other one, and I bring this arm straight up. Okay? And I'll go over the finishing thing. So again, here, guillotine, I'm trying to get a guillotine. He starts shrugging and getting hand control. So I just bring this arm through. And leave his head on the same side. Bring it through here. And then I just come right here. And as from here, what I'm doing, I'm pulling this grip this way. Right here. And then if he's not tapping yet, walk like this. And again, as usual, I'm always using this little blade. This hitchhiking blade right here. Okay. Choking arm is getting grabbed, pulling up. Anytime you're choking, make a fist, grab that knob and choke. A little extra credit you can do is open this hand and grab this hand. That way both hands are seemingly hanging onto each other when choking. So again, really easy way to do this. I'm here trying to get a guillotine. I'm trying to get his neck and he's attacking. I just switch. Right here, I bring that up. And as I bring this up, I fall to the side. So this blade's right here on his neck. He's not tapping yet. As I squeeze, I just walk his head into the stomach. So that's your Brabo as opposed to a Darce. Again, it's a pet peeve of mine. I hear people say, "Oh, you got a Brabo," when it was actually a Darce choke, which was here with the arm. So another cleanup, 10-finger guillotine. What I'm going to do from this, on your 10-finger or your Peruvian necktie, or whatever you want to call it, it's this front head and arm here. And what I'm doing different on this is I want, right now, the arm that's on his neck, I have the soft part of my forearm and my bicep and the curve of this elbow around his neck. So what I want to do is I want to bring this blade back up here. So what I'm doing underneath is I'm shifting this whole grip up. And it does two things. One, it puts this blade right there in his neck. And two, it puts my fist right here in his throat. Okay. So I'm here. Couple things that we need to address. I'm here, I bring this blade up here. So now, right here, he can get to my grip, he can get to my arms, there's space. When I bring this up to here, it's a little harder for him to get to my grip because part of it's blocked by his throat and his chin, and this blade's here on his neck. The other thing I want to do is I need to keep my chest heavy on his back the whole time. When I come up, I don't want to come up. I want to go forward so that this space doesn't occur. So what I'm talking about is I don't want to come up here. I want to go forward so that there's never any space. What I'm doing, I want to elongate my arms as far as I can go and still keep my hands locked on his neck. When you get to that point, you'll know you just can't go any further. The other thing I want to do is this frame on his back here. I want to match that frame with my legs. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be way over here. I want to match this frame so that his back fits in between my legs, just like a picture frame just right here. I don't want to have these weird spaces. So on the choke, I'm here. Bring my fists up into his neck. I go forward, and I want to get this frame. So I'm going basically from his hip, from his shoulder to his hip at that angle. And I come up. From here, a couple things you can do. I can stick this arm inside, or this leg, if I can get it inside here, that's great. I can get it in. And what I'm doing, I stay here. When I sit, I don't want to fall back. Otherwise, his head's going to pop out of there like that. What I want to do is what we call stink bugging him. I want to sit here so that this pops up. As far as this leg goes, if you can get it inside, two versions of that you can do. I'm here, boom, shift, come, step up that leg, I'm here. I can just leave it in there like that if I want, but when I sit, again, sit under him and keep squeezing your fist to your chest so he pops up. From here, this leg's inside, great. This heel comes over and I squeeze for my tap. The other option you can do, since I have him here, you can see, is I'm going to switch my grip to this. The reason I do that is I'm grabbing this one, I can grab the shin. And what that does, when he tries to push that leg off, you can't push it off because I'm hanging on to it. And then I just throw this over and I squeeze it. And you can do that from the front. So I'm here, boom, shift my grip, drive forward, get this leg in here, and then I just switch my grip. and hang on to that. Because one of his immediate counters is to shove that leg out of there, and now he can't shove it out. And again, when I sit under him. Keep squeezing him to your chest. So there's no space between his back and my chest. So now I have that leg. I throw this over as best I can, and I squeeze for my submission. So again, I'm either in here like this, okay, doing my choke with that blade here, my leg next to it, or I can grab onto it. And it keeps that leg right next to your arm, so that blade's doing the choking. And you get the arm. What I find that happens a lot is, especially guys that know this choke, is you get here, okay, got the blade, I got on his neck, I got the fist and shoulder, I go forward, and I can't get that foot in. He's blocking it or whatever, or he grabs it and he pushes it out, and I can't get it in there. So what I'm gonna do, I try to get it up next to his neck, and if I can't, all I'm gonna do is I just sprawl back, all the way back. My weight stays down. It does two things. If he's hanging onto my foot, he stretches his arms out, elongates him, drops his posture down. And then what I'm gonna do, as soon as I land, as soon as my toes plant, my legs are longer than his arms, I'm gonna break that grip he's got on my legs, and then I'm gonna hop right back past it. So we're here, trying to choke, I run forward, he's got my leg, he's blocking. Even if he hangs onto it, I sprawl back, and as soon as I land, here, and then I get both legs over and squeeze. And that's the way that I tend to do it the most, is that's what happens. So we're here, okay, in slow motion, I'm coming forward, I can't get my leg in, he's got a hold of it, whatever happens, I just sprawl it back. And as soon as I land here, his arms are here, I hop all the way back past him. And then from right there, and it does a couple things. It makes it easy for me to get past his arms because they're long, stretches that grip out, and gets his posture broken down, and I'll hop forward. And then as I land, I hop so far forward that I'm forced to fall. So it should look like this. Here, trying to choke, I come in, he grabs, boom, here, and then I just bring it up. And then when I'm here, I obviously throw the legs up. So that's a little cleanup on the 10-finger. I do that hop a lot. A lot of times I'll just get to 10-finger, I'll run forward, and as soon as they touch my feet, hop, hop, and you're there. If they don't, finish it the way you did. Last choke on this, from here, I've got this front head and arm again going here. And what I'm trying to do, I want to try to get, instead of just dropping into an arm-in guillotine, I want to try to get his arm inside. So what I'm doing, I bring this knee around and get it inside the hole, the far knee. Once I get it in there, I just step up, and I'm squeezing tight. Once you step up here, like this, he's locked in. He tries to pull out now. Even with my hands unlocked, it's really hard to pull that out of him. And again, from here, I'm not falling back. I want to fall forward. So I'm going to drop in and get this here. And then again, from here, squeezing my elbows, squeezing my feet, squeezing my knees. I'm pulling him in. I'm not trying to choke him like this. Same thing if I had a regular triangle, I wouldn't push him away. Pull him in and get your submission. So again on that one, here, front head and arm, boom. Get this knee around, and right here, if I can step up, great. And then right from here, I can just slide in, okay? Just jump into half guard, or jump into full guard. If I get half guard, that's fine too. I had this, again, hands locked, I get half guard, that's completely fine too. Other option you have on that is the foot placement. If I get this knee inside here, I don't have to step up with it. If I step up, it kind of locks it in, makes it a lot easier to get full guard, but if not, I can be right here and just have it. All I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna step up here and slap this one up here. And just like any arm-in guillotine, I want his head on the mat, foot hooked. This foot stops him from jumping over long enough for me to come here. Squeezing the feet together, squeezing the elbows together, and again, pull in and hunch on top for your submission. So, the last version of this, I do this a lot from here. You're here in this position, working chokes, crucifixes, whatever you're trying to get the back. What I'll do is I come here, keep my harness, I switch my knees first. As soon as I switch my knees, he's thinking a little more back take, maybe thinking hooks, protect, etc., etc. Still protecting his neck. I always want to switch the head arm first. I'm going to switch my grip. I don't want to do this because then he can just leave on me. Okay? So I got his back here, put my harness, switch my knees inside. So I can't get in there, I stick my knee up on his hip, slide it in. Now what I'm doing, I switch, hang on to this if you want, hand lock, whatever. Pull the head arm out first, then get this in deep. And I get this thing really deep so that biceps in deep to his neck. And and on here. Then I can switch the side because now I have control of the far side. Take this up, dive this hand in here, and I don't switch until this hand's deep enough for me to know where it is on this side. Now my hands are locked, and all I do now, fall right into that. From there, so we're here, harness, boom, got my hands locked, I switch the head arm first, and then I make it quick. I don't want to be here and then fishing for that hand. So I'm here, switch, and then all I do, right there, boom. And then as he pops up, this foot stops him from hopping over long enough for me to hook here. Again, squeeze, compress in. Kind of a quick setup for both of those. And you can drop into your Darce out of that. There's a whole bunch of other options you can go to from there, obviously, but we're making a long video today, so that's it. Thank you.